Welcome back to Smeagolow's Test World, and I am loving this snapshot. This is snapshot, I think it's 14W30B, and yeah, lightning arrows. Should probably turn my sounds on. Yeah, it's so awesome. Just thinking about lightning arrows. It's just wow, the possibilities and then just the awesomeness. This is a bow with power 6. The power 6 is so that you can't, get a power 5 bow and get the same effects. I'm sure there's ways to, yeah, whatever. The power level affects the damage value of the arrow, and that's how you track the arrow instead of, like a power 5 bow's arrow. That's not going to summon any lightning. It's just going to be a normal bow, but the power 6 bow is going to have the lightning. And, well, actually, the way I track the skeleton's arrows, you can actually get lightning. Oh wait, no, you can't. Not a player. A player can't shoot a arrow by the skeleton, but another skeleton can shoot an arrow by this skeleton and get another lightning arrow. But that's for later. Anyway, how this works. This is all the redstone, like right here, and then that's the redstone for that skeleton. But yeah, it's really quite simple, and there's a redstone, there's a clock going on in the middle of that mess. But first of all, you want to test for the arrow. Actually, no. First of all, you got to give the arrow a score. This is another clock. Those two command blocks are the clock. So yeah, there's a scoreboard of arrow, just arrow. I put in. It's a dummy scoreboard, and you give an arrow with a damage value of 5.5, which is a power value of 6, and in-ground false, so that it doesn't detect, arrows on the ground all over the place. You give it the arrow a value of 1, and this is here just to get rid of the scoreboard value of the arrows that hit the ground to 0, so that it doesn't keep those arrows in mind. But yeah, you test for an arrow with that score of 1. In-ground false. Kind of redundant there, but whatever. Yeah, you test for that, and when you see one of those, you summon a Wither Skull. This is I forget who, found out you can summon a Wither Skull and then TP it to things that are flying through the air and whatever. But I give my Wither Skull a custom name Thunder, so that if I make other Wither Skulls for other projectiles, I can name it something else and it'll do different stuff. But yeah, direction of no direction, and then you TP that Wither Skull to the arrow constantly. And this is another test for us, basically the same block as that. And wait. God dang it. Okay, so yeah, and then you test for this arrow again, and oh yeah. Almost forgot how this works. Okay, so yeah, this comparator turns on when the arrow's there, not this bow, and then when the comparator turns off, the redstone lamps will turn on, and that summons the lightning bolts. This is actually an execute command, because you can't summon lightning at an entity for some reason, as far as I know. But yeah, summons the lightning bolt at the Wither Skull, and then this just kills the Wither Skull. And yeah, that's how this works. Funny thing, if you don't destroy the Wither Skull, let me do this real quick. The lightning will stack on its stack because there's more and more Wither Skulls appearing in the same spot. So eventually it gets ridiculous, and you have this crazy lightning. This is just insane amount of lightning. But yeah, luckily there's a kill Wither Skull command. That's gonna happen once, and then it won't happen again. There we go. So yeah, that's it's interesting to note that you could have stacking thunder, which is freaking amazing to see up in the sky. But anyway, yeah, that's how this bow works. The skeleton's a bit different. I have to give him a score in a different way. This is the particle effects I give him. Kind of looks like sparks. Where are they? Where's his particle effects? They're appearing and disappearing for some reason. That's weird. Huh. You can see he's getting those sparks, or the the critical hit. He's got... Oh, there we go. He's got resistance 4, so I can just smack him. But yeah, the like the particles that come from sharpness and smite, I think, is what's shown up. And I think the lightning must have lagged, like everything. So the particles aren't showing up there very well. But anyway, this actually gives the arrow that he shoots a score of 1 by making every arrow that comes by him that is a pickup of false, which means it's not shot by a player, basically, and it's not in the ground. Gives those arrows a score of 1 within 3 blocks of him. His name is Thunderbones. It's another execute command. So every arrow that's going to come by him is going to be a lightning arrow, basically. So if I get shot by this guy... Game mode 0. Oh man, it is lagging something fierce. I'm gonna relog 1 sec. Not sure what made that lag happen, but snapshot stuff. I mean, it's probably all the lightning and entities going on all over the place. But anyway, let's see this guy in action. He'll shoot me and he'll have lightning. Yeah, I get struck by lightning every time I get hit by him, or every time he misses. Yeah, there's lightning wherever the arrow goes. Which is pretty epic. It's getting a bit laggy. Let's step away for a bit. And this only works for arrows that go like near him, within like 3 blocks. So this guy's not going to shoot me with lightning arrows. But if he shoots me, like if I'm right next to this guy, like if I place this here, and then this guy shoots me, sometimes, yeah, it needs a bit of time to like detect the arrow there. Hold on, let me do something stupid here. Oh boy, it is lagging something fierce. Huh? Oh, I'm not sure what is causing all this lag, but yeah, you get the idea. It's probably too laggy for the command blocks to even detect anything right now. Oh, my computer's going crazy. 1 sec. Oh, that was funny. When I broke that command block, it dropped that arrow that guy shot earlier, and because the arrow was next to him, it actually summoned the lightning bolt. But anyway, I think Fraps and Minecraft are having issues right now. Probably because of the render distance as well. Should probably turn that down for recording this at least. Well, I'm going to show at the end of this episode what 32 render distance does in Waterbreakers Ocean. That area from my first map you can see like so far. Alright, so I guess that's all I have to say about this lightning arrow system. Works pretty well. It's pretty awesome. Opens up a lot of new gameplay mechanics. Like you could actually light up spawners from a distance now by shooting like where the spawner is with an arrow, and then it'll have that fire there, and then that spawner will be lit up. So you can go in while the temporary fire is there, unless it's another rack, of course. But yeah, it's like temporarily lighting up a spawner from a distance, so you can go up and mine it, which I think is a really cool gameplay concept. But anyway, let's move on to the 32 render. Oh yeah, should probably mention the banner. This guy has a banner on his head. It's on his head. Yes, it's geared on his head, and I think it just makes more of an impact as a custom mob. So like a boss mob would have something like that as a banner, and it's starting to lag. So yeah, let's move on to the 32 render distance. This is my favorite thing about Depth Strider. Oh, you can just motorboat your way through oceans in creative mode, because you can actually swim faster than you can fly now. Alright, I think right around here. It's going to take a while to load, but I'm pretty sure you can see like the Forest Haven from the and the Tower of the Gods in the same spot, I think. Now, there used to be like not even a chance you could do this. But yeah, just to give you some perspective, the Tower of the Gods is the white thing in the middle, and the Forest Haven is the thing in the corner. I think you can see both of them. Pretty sure. But yeah, that's something I love about Depth Strider. This is a plus 1000% speed on Depth Strider boots. This has been possible since Guardians were released, basically. But ooh, click frenzy in the cookie clicker. Oh boy. This is why I click my bottles of enchanting so fast. Ah! Alright, come on, load. Ah, can you not see it? Gonna have to get closer. Now let's just try to load Tower of the Gods first. I think it's closer. And it's taller and more noticeable. But I know you can see the Tower of the Gods and the Forsaken Fortress in the same spot, though. That's the one I know I can do, but not sure about the Forest Haven. It might be a bit too far away. But yeah, I'm just trying to prove a point that this 32 chunk render distance is ridiculous. Like, this is the entirety of Waterburgers Ocean, or like a quarter of it that I can see from one spot. It's so far. Oh, it's so good. And all this optimizations actually make it so it's realistic and like possible for people to play with this kind of render distance. But I probably wouldn't play a CTM map on 32 block render distance. Maybe, yeah, 16 might be a lot more doable now. But yeah, this is awesome though. Like being able to see so far. Yeah, you can see the Forest Haven in the corner there, and then Tower of the Gods on the other side. That's so awesome. I'm so happy with the snapshot though. It's like, wow. This is the biggest map possible, by the way. This is the full 2048 blocks, or 2048 blocks by 2048 blocks. So I'm seeing like over 1,000 blocks wide, basically. It's insane. You can see like all these islands here too. It's like, wow. Puts this area in perspective. Oh jeez. So anyway, I guess that's it for this test world. It might have been quite a lengthy one, but it was an exciting snapshot. I just couldn't stop talking about it. It's freaking awesome. So anyway, yeah, see you next time for next test world episode.